Good morning, YouTube. Sunny, beautiful Florida morning with one little but that it's about 51 degrees. So let's go and see. So yes, I did not put almost any of my plants inside. As usual, every year we freak out and we put everything inside and then nothing happens. So I've learned kinda to protect the ones that really will not survive, like certain types of Cattleyas, the Wiana, the Clandiais don't like the cold, and you know, those girls. Other than that, I left them all here. And so far, let me go and check my Phalaenopsis shelf that I probably should have, but I didn't. I think they're fine. At least they look fine. The leaves are okay. But a couple more days will show for sure. So if you are like me and expecting the cold spur, but you don't want to really shuffle and put all your orchids back, what can you do? You need to keep for a while them dry. So when it's really cold, the wet, you know, medium will make it even worse for them, and cut on that watering big time. You fell down for whatever reason. So I think they're fine, but we'll see in a couple of days for sure. Let's go and check what's new and exciting. Mr. Chang, look at you. Nothing changes for this big bird. Okay, by the way, in the bulbophyllum section of mine, there's one new bloom that I absolutely adore. And by the way, I did not smell it yet. So, look at him. He is like with an attitude. He's doing whatever. So, the thing is really tiny. I'll put him against this. He's like quarter size, you know, those. This is actually from Sunland, from Vanessa. If you've seen my latest visit, that's from her. This is a species, and it's very cute. Smell test. Nothing. Thank you. Thank you, God, for nothing, because bulbophyllums can be really tricky when it comes to the smell. Now we have something here. No matter cold or not, it opened up. A little bit of a damage I see on the petals, but it's a pretty yellow girl. Is that your name? That is your name. Okay, right now, what, 11 a.m. and it warmed up, let's say. So it's 50 something 1 degrees right now, which is still really cold. But look at my pretties. So Terrarium opened up. Absolutely magical flower. Look at those details. He is an absolute stunner. There's so much happening in that flower. That lip and petals and curves and fuzzies. Total and absolute gorgeousness. And right next to him, that I believe I got it at Palmer as well, so I may ask them for the ID. This pink path totally gorgeous. They don't have any fragrance to them. Okay. So, what else? I really hope that my Vandas did not get the hit because of this cold, but honestly, there's so many plants, there would be no way that I would be able to hide them all. This young lady here, the Bangkok sunset. Come on. Terrarium. So far it's doing pretty well. But then what happens with Vandas, their leaves, these leaves get, you know, damaged and fall down, and that's how they show you that they're not happy with you in that cold weather. So this is for the front. I hope my Cymbidiums would like this cold spur. They are over here. Yeah, you're right, I'm not giving up still in my flip-flops. There's a Florida stars here that are at the last day. And that is also something from Suncoast that I never had a tag. So one day we will know, but not today, what kind of flower. Ooh, look! My bulbophyllum phalaenopsis has got the baby coming out. That's great. I like that. I honestly don't know if that's a bloom. What do you guys think? Who knows? I never had them bloom. This thing is the giant of Orchid world. Oh, look at this guy. It's gonna bloom again. This is a bulbophyllum bicolor. No, grandiflorum, I'm sorry. Grandiflorum has one more bloom. This is cool. And the babies, nodosas, are being so cute this morning. Okay, let me go and show you what's going on up front. Well, and as you know, I've changed my mind. I did not go up front. I saw this from far, far away. Mr. Young Kong is blooming. Isn't he gorgeous? Oh, baby Kong. Look how big. Beautiful young man on this cold morning. Yeah, this morning we had frost on the ground, and as far as I understand, it was very, very different. I am pretty well south. I don't know what that is. Maikai or something. Oh, there's... Oh, tag is dead. I got it from one of the plant sales a while ago. It's a pretty bloomer. I see this kind blooming all over. And many say it's a Maikai, so let's think that's a Maikai. So the cold spur was very uneven. I mean, by us, I understand it got to probably 41 and stuff. But then a little bit north of us in Sarasota, it was warmer than that. So it's very uneven. Martha was excited to see what we call the snow, which wasn't the snow. It was just a frost on the ground. When I got into my car, there was ice on my windshield, so I felt very fancy. I haven't seen or experienced that for a long time, probably 10 years or so. Oh, goodbye, Francis Fox. Francis Fox is almost done. What a performance this year. Let's take the bad flower away. There's one more coming. Yeah, and Look at you, all by yourself. You're blooming. No ID. Yeah, and so I don't know. We'll see if it affected them much or not. So far, I don't see visually no like crazy you know, signs of big damages, but it may be just it needs a little more time to show. Hopefully not, and hopefully this cold will go away. Okay, let's go now without any other options. We're going up front. Yeah, I'm going to the front of the house, through my house. I remember that you guys haven't had an update on my terrarium for a while. I mean, there's nobody blooming in there. The glass, because of water, is not very clear, but they're doing pretty good. I mean, I think they got much larger in size. There's this bulby doing pretty well. That's Bruce saying hi to you. Yes, we have one new pot in there. This is Joanna's pot. I just love those tiny pots she makes. I usually buy them all. And yeah, pretty much. Ooh, I think there is a bloom over there coming. If you can see that little dot there. Here. Yeah, that's a bloom. Okay, so what am I doing to them? I'm watering them, and periodically I am turning on the fan. I don't keep the fan on all the time, but here they are, my lucky insiders. Doing okay, if you ask me. Do I want them to perform a little better? Yes, I do, but I honestly am still in the learning phase of this, so I'll take what I get, which is new growth over there and new leaves and stuff like that. So now going outside for sure. So why was I so desperately coming outside? So if you remember, those were the blooms. Here is the flower. I honestly don't know, because I do remember them at the nursery being a little bit different color. I want to say it's not the real color yet, because sometimes when they just open, you know, they have a little bit different. This one is all upside down and stuff. I cannot even figure out. Or maybe they've been affected by the cold, because they opened up like yesterday. This is the name. You know, this is like anything in life. You sit there, you being excited about something, then it happens and you're like, well, okay. Yeah, it's interesting. It's all twisted, this flower. I need to stake it in order for us to be able to see it better. But this one is more straight, but it's very pale color. So sometimes, you know, with the time they change the color. Let's see what happens. But this dendrobium is still in full swing, doing his beautiful blooming job. And so honestly, this is Acorn, so we are cleaning up from our oak tree. So many of them. Look, George and Martha made these piles. We need to finish it. Yeah, so far this is it. I'm kind of, you know, don't want to stay outside. This is Erin Courtney for you, blooming, and her beautiful color. I showed her before. but who can stop me to show her again to you? She's a beauty. Yeah, so we're sitting and waiting for more blooms and for definitely warm weather, because this is not what we signed up for in Florida. At least I'm sure my orchids feeling disappointed as well. So you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.